It is my privilege to present the following program that was inspired by the way American businesses and organizations have responded to the events of September 11th. It's part of a special series produced by Heartbeat of America. Having served in the United States Navy for many years, I fully appreciate the important role small and middle-sized businesses play in the very fabric of our country, and I salute the professionals who lead these companies and thus keep America strong. They are the very backbone of our free enterprise system, and today on this program, you will meet the individuals behind one such organization. I'll be back later in the program to introduce the Keeping America Strong Award. And now, let's learn more about the organization we are honoring today.
Today, the eyes and ears of the 21st century are focused on new developments, new technologies, new emerging companies. We're on the scene to bring it to you as it happens.
We anchor from our new studios in Los Angeles and then go out all over America to get to the heart of the story.
I'm Bert Tenzer.
I'm Bella Shaw.
I'm Doug Llewellyn.
I'm William Shatner, and this is Heartbeat of America. Our show focuses on corporate America, its stories, its drama, its breakthroughs. We'll be going out today to report on an organization that is impacting our lives and shaping our future. An organization that truly is the heartbeat of America.
In the 20th century, a group of future Americans led by William Shatner ventured out into the universe. The challenge? To take the American spirit and courage to the final frontier of man, outer space. It was an exciting time on television, but it was only a fantasy.
Meanwhile, here on the planet Earth in the 21st century, a new challenge has emerged. And this one's for real. It's the challenge to unite America and to keep our economy and our country moving forward.
This has inspired Heartbeat of America to launch a special series.
Hi, I'm Doug Llewellyn. Both William Shatner and I are proud to bring you this most important series that focuses on the impact that entrepreneurs are making on our nation and our lives. You know, part of keeping the heart of America strong lies in protecting corporate America against counterfeit products from the Asian Pacific region, resulting in these products being sold to the U.S. military, aerospace, and the medical fields. It is a major problem, and the question is, what can we do to solve it? Our guests today have an independent electronic testing laboratory that certifies the performance of all electronic components in accordance with their specification designs. It is the first laboratory of its kind to detect the emergence of counterfeit product manufacturing and distribution from the Asian Pacific Rim. It is an essential service, and especially in these times, and we're about to find out how they go about performing it. I think you're going to find this very, very interesting indeed. Our guests are from a company, they own a company that's most commonly referred to as NJmet, but technically it stands for New Jersey Microelectronic Testing Incorporated, headquartered in Clifton, New Jersey, just a few miles outside of Manhattan. I'd like you to meet the two key executives. It's a father-son team here. On my left, first, Joseph Federico, who's the vice president and director of operations, and on his left is Giacomo Federico, who is the founder, the president, and the CEO of the company. Gentlemen, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
I want to begin by asking you to explain to me what is the problem now, and really is there a big problem when it comes to counterfeit products, especially electronic products?
Well, in the electronics industry, for the past 10 years, we've seen this growing epidemic of counterfeit, cloned, but more so a clone device, a device that is copied metallurgically to almost simulate the original product, let's say from a Motorola or a Philips or a TI device.
Right.
Yeah.
So you say it has been epidemic proportions.
Yes.
So it's really bad. And where are most of these counterfeits coming from?
They're coming from, they're actually coming from the Asian Pacific Rim, but predominantly China, Southeast China. And
as you say, copying things in China is kind of the way they do things over there.
It's a way of life.
A way of life.
Yes, it's a way of life. And we've seen it in the clothing, apparel, and household goods. but it's come into the electronics industry, and to clone an electronic product or an electronic component is very, very common because their objective is to sell it to the consumer industry, where our laboratory pretty much does cater to the consumer, but it also more so it caters to the military, the aerospace, and the medical fields. And these cloned electronic components are now starting to be used in that application. And fortunately for our program, we're trying to get our hands around this epidemic by catching the counterfeit prior to it going into a circuit board that will that ultimately could end up in an aircraft or in a medical device, and that's pretty much our objective.
You know what's interesting, Giacomo, or Mr. Federico, you started this lab, and as I understand it, this was the first lab in the world to develop a comprehensive counterfeit detection program. When did you actually launch that program?
When we started the laboratory?
Yeah, was it the very beginning? That's what it was for?
Well, no, very beginning, there was very simple. There was no problem with the counterfeit.
Okay.
Because when we started the laboratory, we were three-parting, and we started, there was 1976.
Okay.
Okay. Everything was okay for the last 10, 12 years, 13 years was all right. Lately, like Joe said, we started to have a problem. See stuff, parts coming in, and everything was work out right, and then later on, the people that were complaining they had a problem. And so we started to investigate what the problem was.
So you began just to make sure the components were performing as they should be, right? For the testing lab.
Right.
Now the focus on counterfeits has really, that's like the last 10 years or so. Right?
Yes.
Maybe even less
now
than that.
he can fill you in better than I do on that.
All right. Well, let's talk, because we have some pictures here to get some ideas of exactly what we're talking about. And Joseph, I'm going to hold this up and just explain to me what it is we're looking